that introduced me or ushered me into Escape Ghana was my frustration at the lack of diversity in recreation in Ghana. I believe that most people share the same sentiment here. My friends and I are not into the nightlife, and eating out gets really expensive and monotonous. So one thing that we would like to do as recreation would be to connect. And additionally, it is common knowledge to youth in Ghana that our society stifles expression of our emotions, and we don't have a safe outlet, and we don't have resources for emotional and stress management. So as a proxy user, I asked these questions. So what do I want to do with my friends and why? What do I want to do alone and why when I'm feeling certain emotions? And these informed my primary and secondary research. So the insights I got from these was that when we say we want to be alone, most of the time we just want a safe space to feel and express. When we feel something and we want company, we just want to feel understood. We want to connect. We want to satisfy our social cravings. And that is what's fed into what Escape Ghana is. So what is Escape Ghana? So Escape Ghana is made up of an escape room and a rage room. So what is an escape room? So an escape room is a room, a game where a team of participants play a series of puzzles and accomplish tasks to find a clue to exit a room within a time frame, which is typically 45 minutes to an hour. So typically, an escape room could be a room where you are coming to defuse a bomb, hypothetically. So 4 to 5 people come into the room, we solve a series of puzzles, and the ultimate goal is to defuse a bomb. Obviously, a bomb is not going to explode if you don't solve all the problems, but then if you do, you have defused the bomb and then you win some prizes. And what is a rage room? A rage room is a safe space where participants can vent out by destroying items. Okay, so let's imagine your boyfriend just broke up with you, you are heartbroken, you are feeling all sorts of emotions, you are angry, you are sad, you don't know how, you don't have an outlet basically. So the rage room is a safe space that allows you to be vulnerable, to break items safely, of course. So we provide you with safety gear, which would be a visor, overall boots, and then we also give you the packages. So that would be bottles, pots, plates, and we also give you weapons. That would be like bats, hockey sticks, anything to destroy an item, to vent out your frustrations. And just know that Escape Ghana is a space that encourages you to feel. Okay, so over the summer break, I mainly focused on the escape room because it's more back-end intensive. I had to plan out, okay, what's my storyline? What puzzles am I going to do? How am I going to design the puzzles? Also, since this idea is very new to the Ghanaian society, I had to start investigating into like branding, advertisements, ideas, all of that. And that's what I did during the summer. And also guidance, resources that would empower me to do this. Because, okay, I have the idea, but how am I going to do this? I don't know. Nobody in Ghana has built or designed an escape room. So where am I going to get the resources from? So that's what I mainly did over the summer. So I divided it into the months that I spent over the summer. So in June, I focused on the value fulfillment blueprints for the escape room and then the branding ideas. So thinking about logos, the color scheme, advertisements ideas, the business model canvas. And then in July, I delved into the design of the escape room. So I organized an idea lab with friends. So right now I am the only person working on the idea or the project. But then I outsourced friends who are interested to help me. So for the idea lab, it was just a brainstorming session to come up with a storyline. So as I said before, a room could be to defuse a bomb. So that's the storyline. A room could be to save someone from dying. So the room could be to escape a spaceship. So that's the storyline. That's what I developed over the summer with my friends. And then I delved into research. So I found a channel called GDC, which delved into game design, which was like general game design, not escape room design. But an escape room is a series of games. So that's what I learned over the summer. And then, okay, so this was something I wrote up from my research to guide the participants of the Idea Lab, because they are not on the project with me, so they don't know the processes. So from research and learning from different sources, I was able to guide them. And then in August, I actually had a slump with the escape room. So I was overwhelmed with the amount of information I'd gotten. I felt incompetent because I just didn't know how to do to implement my big ideas, right? So then I decided to develop the rage room. So obviously over the summer, I just focused on just design. So I'm still in the ideation design stage. So I broke down the rage room into like what breakables can I use? Because if we keep using bottles, okay, what are we going to use? What are we going to do with the broken glass bottles? What are we going to do with the broken plates, right? So we wanted to not contribute to pollution too much. So we, or at least I came up with breakables such as like pots, ceramic pots that can be melted again. Plates, glass bottles can be broken down into beads that can be made into like bracelets. There are places in, I think, northern Ghana that do something like that. And then the summary of my summer. So I had a successful Idea Lab. So we settled with a story which captures the 5th assassination attempt of Kwame Nkrumah. So the team that comes into the room collectively identifies as the bodyguard that protected Kwame Nkrumah. So they're supposed to solve puzzles that give insights into the history of Ghana and the history of Kwame Nkrumah as well. And to solve, so once you solve the room, you are saving Kwame Nkrumah. If you're not able to solve the room, unfortunately, he's assassinated. So we settled a storyline. I found resources to guide my process. I recruited certain people to do certain tasks, like coming up with the logo, coming up with the website prototype, and other little bits and, and then the lowlights. Okay, I don't have a team, so I did a lot of wishful thinking over the summer instead of being productive. Okay, so because these ideas are, really grandiose, I just kept going through them instead of being productive. And I believe that if I had a team, I would have had people to bounce off these ideas with. So I'm recruiting a team. So if you go to the exhibition stand, you can sign up. And then, so some lessons that I learned was that I really underestimated the significance of self-confidence in executing such a plan like this or such a project like this. Since it's very new to Ghanaians, I have to always, go explaining from A to Z. I also have to curate lots of different resources, and I don't have a lot of guidance. So I used to beat up myself about it, but then I've taken this project as a personal growth journey, and I think I'm still embarking on it. So thank you for listening to me, and any questions? Yes, I did, but then the research that I gathered couldn't really fit into what I was doing. I don't know, a lot of it was lack of mental health institutions in Ghana, insufficient, but this is targeted at the average Ghanaian who is feeling stressed, who is sad. Okay, how do we have a safe outlet, not the extreme end of mental illness, which is also something that people mistake a lot, the difference between mental health and mental illness. I think that our advertisement is targeting the two different things, recreation, come and have fun, but then at the same time, we're addressing your hidden or bottled up frustrations, right? So then if, we're advertising ourselves as a safe space to lose control. So people don't need to know that you are there. You don't, right now, we don't know who here goes to a therapist because it's a personal thing. You wouldn't know Mr. Peter goes to the rage room because it's his personal thing. He knows that this is a safe space to go and break bottles. Like, this is his safe space to vent out. This is his safe space to write out his frustrations.